Hi guys, so what I've got here is I've got GBPAUD, and as you can tell, as from a previous video, I'm looking at ICT's way of trading the market. Now there are a lot of strategies that are online, and I wanted to see whether or not if I could find the best strategy out there. So I got intrigued with ICT's concepts, and I've been studying his YouTube videos. And I think I understand how he actually marks up and finds entries and exits. So I try to apply that to today's trading. This is only paper trading, by the way. I did not trade this in real life, but it's just to see whether or not if his actual moves and what he teaches happens within the market. So what had happened was, he mentions around about between Forex, he says between 7 and 10 is when you want to get in your trades. So what I'm going to do is I've hidden a lot of all my markings and all my drawings just so that you can see the chart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly explain a few things as to why I did them and what was happening. And from there we'll see how my trade actually went. So as you can see, GBPAUD is in a downtrend, and it has been for quite a while. So looking at what happened just recently, I can see that we have relative equal lows right here, and I can see a break of market structure here, which was pronounced, or which I think was validated because we had the break of structure here. And then what happened is the market came all the way back up, tagged this fair value gap right here, between here and here. And then what happened is that it dropped down again, but it has now created what they call a double bottom. So I've got equal lows right down here. Now, when I was looking at GBPAUD today, this was the day that I was looking at. Now, as you can see from here, we had a break of structure from this candle. We had a fair value gap here, and we've also got another fair value gap here. Now, I was waiting to see what would happen today at New York, and then from there decide on where I think the market's going to go. So if I drop down into the 5-minute chart and show you exactly what I've seen and what I actually did today. So if I take off and I actually unhide everything, that is everything that I had drawn. So I know it looks messy, but I need to do this. I can't see it with my eyes. I need some visual to explain what's going on and what is happening. So like I mentioned, I've been studying ICT on YouTube, and there's quite a lot more than what he teaches just on the YouTube mentoring level. I've watched a lot of his other videos, and one of the things that he does mention is that you always look at your previous 3 days highs and lows. So as you can see, I've marked out the previous 3rd day high, which was here, and you can also see there's the 1 day high, 2 day high, 3 day low, 1 day low, and 2 day low. Now, going forward, I've already preset my time for tomorrow, so you don't need to really watch that. But these were all set over here. So this was set at midnight for New York Open. This was set at 7 o'clock today, and it was 10 o'clock today, and that is my window to see where the opportunity is. So dropping down into the 1 minute, before actually dropping down into the 1 minute, one of the things that he teaches, one of the things Michael teaches in his YouTube videos, is he talks about the mean of a candle. that is what this is, the yellow line. So the middle point of this green candle, which was broken, the 50% of this green candle is the yellow line, and that's what that's what that is. Just in case when I actually go into a smaller time frame, you don't know what that line is. That is what that yellow line is. It's the 50% of this candle. So going in, I'll go into the 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart, I'll show you exactly what I see. So I'll take this over here, try and explain what I had seen. So this is where the market was. My purple line was here, which is 7 o'clock. As you can see, it started trading up. I did not do anything. I waited for something to happen so that I could actually get in. There was my 3rd day high, which I thought that it would break, and it did break that. So moving forward, what happened is I got there. Right in there, you will see after this candle, we had a fair value gap between this low and this high. So moving forward, what happened is I had entered, which I will show. I had entered here, just as I thought, which was probably a mistake, but I'd entered there. As you can see, if I hover over there, I entered at that price, but as I understood, it should come back up to the fair value gap, which is right there. So I had entered right here again. So I'd missed this, and I don't know why I missed this, but I entered in this candle, and that was my entry right there. Now, one thing that he mentions in the video is that you have to make sure that once you do have a fair value gap, that the body of the candle should respect the low of this wick. So as you can see, I'd made a note to say body respecting the low, and as you can see, we got wicks above that, but the body's closed within the fair value gap. We got another breakdown of the structure, and from there was another fair value gap between here and here. So therefore I entered in here again, and it decided to go up a little bit. And then what happened is, obviously I had to wait. I made a few notes that says do not to expect to break this, and after that, once we got that, we got another fair value gap, but it did not come up. So therefore I wrote another possible entry, and as you can see, I had put down one of these trading situations, but I didn't actually enter, whereas I'd entered a paper trade here, but I only put the position sell here. And as you can see, that was a fair value gap there, entered right here, and it decided to break down. Now what happened is it came back up, touched this fair value gap again, and at this moment there was GBP news, and it was medium orange, so it was not high and it wasn't low, it was just medium. And as you can tell, the market decided to just break down. As it broke down, the 50% of this day's candle, of today's candle, that was the 50%. So he explains this to be premium and this to be discount below it. So I was looking to see where I would get out. Ideally, this was the first objective, but as you can see, I had actually got out right in this candle, and for some reason I don't know why it didn't go there, but I'm not going to fight with the market, so therefore I decided to just take the profits here. And as you can see, that is the trade that I took today. Now if I remove everything apart from the positions, you can see I entered 1, 2, 3. I took off partials here, and then I collapsed the trade right here. Now that is the trade that I had taken. What I'm looking for, or what I'm looking at, is I don't know what the market will do tomorrow because now I'm not going to trade, but I do see equal lows right here which I expect them to take, and the fact that the higher time frame we have got this touching the fair value gap in here, ideally I would like it for it to go down here and take out these equal lows, but we'll see what happens. That was my trade. That is what I was looking at, and yeah, so far so good. Paper trading, just so that you can see current history. Started with 100,000. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades, out of which 2 of them are red. This was a mistake. And these 2, that was just a mistake. And then this one, there was a loss. I tried to get in before New York, which was a mistake again. But as you can see, I got back into New York and I did that. So confidently to say that I'm happy with what I've done, but I'm going to see whether or not I can continue to do this, and I'll keep you guys updated. I appreciate it if you could subscribe and follow, and thanks for watching.